When Russell Wilson was in his prime, he was absolutely unstoppable. So today, I'm going to be putting Russell Wilson back in his prime, and I'm going to be building him a super team to see if he can win the Super Bowl. And as you're about to see, this team that we have is not playing around right now. I mean, this offense is absolutely loaded. I mean, obviously, we have Russell Wilson as our quarterback, but for running back, I had to go with Le'Veon Bell. And for wide receiver 1, I have Antonio Brown. Wide receiver 2 is Julio Jones. Wide receiver 3 is AJ Green. And wide receiver 4 is Doug Baldwin. So clearly, Russell Wilson has plenty of weapons to work with right now, and he should have a lot of time to get rid of the football as well, because this O-line is looking like an absolute brick wall. And you also can't forget about Rob Gronkowski and Jimmy Graham at tight end. But anyways, I mean, if you guys thought the offense was good, wait till you see what we got on the defense. I mean, I'd say this is by far the best defense in NFL history. These guys are absolutely loaded. I mean, this team is clearly going to be pretty difficult to beat this season. So hopefully we can start the year off with a dub. I mean, in week 1, we're going to be taking on the Denver Broncos. And I feel like we by far have the upper hand in this game. To be honest with you, Denver really isn't that good right now. So I'd be surprised if this isn't a blowout. Le'Veon Bell only got 2 yards there though. So I'm going to try to put it in the air, and hopefully we can get Julio or somebody open. Oh my God, he got hit off his route. That would have been an easy first down, but since he got bumped into with no flag, that is going to bring up a third down. I honestly don't really know who bumped into him. It could have been our own teammate, but I'm pretty sure it was somebody on the defense. And obviously that last stop ended our drive. But after that, we were able to get the ball back again. And this time it looks like our field position is quite a bit better. I mean, we're at the 48 to start off the drive. Broncos defense brought up another third down after that though. So hopefully we can pick this up. It looks like we are going to get the first down this time. I'm not going to lie though, man. I mean, this Broncos defense is playing a lot better than I expected them to today. That's going to be our first big play of the game. AB might bring this back. He almost didn't go down. I mean, that could have gone for a touchdown there, but we only need 3 yards now. So I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Bell. And it looks like he's going to have an easy touchdown. So that is going to put the Seattle Seahawks on the board first. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though, and it looks like Denver's defense is still playing pretty well right now. I mean, we're only up by 10 points, but it looks like our defense has been on a tear as well, because they have not allowed a single point all game long. So hopefully they can keep that up, because a shutout would definitely be one hell of a way to start off the season. But I'm going to try and go for Graham here. Oh, we almost got sacked, but we are going to get the ball off for the first down. So 4 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. And once again, I'm just going to try to punch it in with Le'Veon Bell. I mean, that wasn't a touchdown, but it's going to cut that in half. So now we only need 2 yards. And this time it looks like he's getting caught again. Hold on. I thought he was in there, but it looks like they're going to make us work for it here. So we only need 1 yard, but if we get caught behind the line, that would have been a problem, but it looks like he is going to be in. So Le'Veon Bell is going to make this a 3-score lead for the Seahawks. And after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for the dub. I mean, our offense wasn't great. We only scored 17 points, but our defense had a shutout. So obviously they've been amazing. But anyways, that is going to bring us to week 2 for what should be one of our biggest tests of the season, because we have to go up against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I mean, if our defense can pitch a shutout against Tom Brady, I would be pretty impressed. But with that being said, this Pats offense is going to be a little bit worse than they would have been to begin with, because obviously they do not have Gronk. He is on our offense, so we don't need to worry about him, which is big because he was definitely Tom Brady's biggest weapon. But I'm going to keep it on the ground with Bell this time, and hopefully we can get some blocks. We're actually going to get a solid pickup. I'll take the 5 yards, because I honestly thought we were going to get caught behind the line for a second. But I'm just going to go back to this route right here, and hopefully we can get AB open again. That's going to be a first. We seem to be moving down the field pretty well right now, so I'm going to run a bit of a deeper route. If AB can get open, this honestly might go for a touchdown, but I feel like he is not gonna be. So we're just gonna go for Jones, who's gonna bring it in the red zone either way. So 15 yards to go, and we're gonna take the lead first. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground again though, We're gonna get some blocks, man. We're still short of the first down, though, so I'm gonna go for another run with Bell. This time, we actually might bring that to the house. That's gonna be a touchdown. So Le'Veon Bell is gonna put the first points on the board, which will give us the lead. And since then, I mean, it looks like we have been pretty dominant so far. We're up 14-0 with 2 minutes before the half. And by the looks of it, I mean, it seems like Tom Brady's kind of struggling right now. He has not put any points on the board either. So hopefully we can get one more stop to take them off the field before the half. It looks like he's gonna have a man wide open, though. So that is unfortunately gonna keep the Pats drive alive. I'm hoping we can still hold them out here, though, because up to this point, we still have not allowed a single point all season long. If he caught that, that would have put them in field goal range. But since he couldn't hold on, they are still not in a position to score. And I think we have everyone locked up. He's just going to throw it away. So that's going to take Brady off the field. Unfortunately for us, though, our perfect start to the season for the defense is officially over because Brady started the half off with the ball and he scored a touchdown. But it looks like we're going to be in for an easy 2-yard pickup with Bell. So that is once again going to make it a 2-score lead for the Seattle Seahawks. And after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for another win. So we're going to take down Tom Brady and the Patriots. And we only allowed 7 points. So that is another phenomenal game from the defense. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to mid-season to see how this team was doing. And so far, nobody has been able to take us down. We are 7-0 right now. And we're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills, who I didn't think were going to be a tough opponent, but they are somehow also 7-0 right now. I mean, their quarterback is Tyrod Taylor, so I'm really not sure how they haven't lost a single game yet, but hopefully our defense can do what they've been doing all season. I mean, if they allow more than 7 points, I'd be a little bit concerned. I mean, we held Tom Brady to 7 points, but I'm going to keep it on the ground again, and it looks, oh, dude, we're going to lose yardage. Could have been a lot worse. I mean, we only lost 1 yard there, but still, that does definitely suck. I'm going to try and get AB open here, though. Actually, that was a bad decision. I should not have thrown that, man. I knew it the second I let the ball off. I mean, I feel like I got to redeem myself after that because that was a terrible interception. So hopefully we can come out here and stop the Bills offense. I mean, hold on. That's just going to be a run. That might be the reason they've been so good because their running back McCoy is a 95 overall. So he's probably the one that's been carrying the offense this season. Oh, come on, man. What was that? I was hoping we get a stop there, but we just let him go right by us. That was actually terrible defense, man. And now they're just going to go for another run, and it looks like that's another solid gain. We cannot lose our first game of the season to the Bills, man. I mean, we got to figure something out here because if they score a touchdown, they might be going into halftime with a 2-score lead. I do kind of understand how the Bills have been so good, though, because their quarterback does have legs on him, so their run game has been pretty unstoppable, and that pass was an absolute dot, too, man. I mean, I might be underestimating Taylor. He seems to be tearing through our defense right now. We're going to get the pick that we needed, though, so they're not going to be putting any points on the board. So thanks to Landon Collins, we now have a chance to put some points on the board before the half. We're not going to have a whole lot of time to work with, especially after that sack, so I'm going to try and run some deep routes. Hopefully we can get Julio Jones open here, but if not, we're probably not going to be putting any points on the board. I'm just going to keep this on the ground again with Russ, and he wasn't able to get a whole lot of yardage, so I had to call another timeout, but we only need a couple of inches for the first down, and it looks like that should at least put us in position to kick a field goal. So if I need to take a field goal, I'm definitely able to do that, but I'm really hoping that we can get somebody open. That might be a touchdown right there. It looks like AB's gonna be in. So the Seattle Seahawks are gonna be heading into halftime with the lead, and it looks like the second half was a lot smoother for us because we're gonna take it 21-10. So we are still undefeated, but I gotta give the Bills credit. They played a lot better than I expected them to, but after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 11 for one more game before I sim to the playoffs, and it looks like we did lose to the Rams in week 9, so we are no longer undefeated. We are 8-1 though, so our record is still pretty crazy, and we're going to be taking on San Francisco, who is only 4-5. And considering the 49ers are below 500 right now, I thought they were going to be no problem, but they are actually staying in this game. It's 14-10 in the third quarter, so they've done a good job at keeping up, but if we can score here, that will give us a 2-score 2-score lead, so hopefully somebody can get in the end zone. We haven't really done much with AJ Green though, so I'm gonna try and get this guy involved. It looks like he is gonna bring that in for a 3-yard pickup. I'm gonna run a double slant here though. I feel like we should actually have a lot of yardage on the ground. So that is going to go for a pretty big gain. I mean, at the very least, we are in position to kick a field goal, but we're going down. That sack is going to set us back quite a bit. I mean, I'm hoping it won't kill the drive. It looks like it's not going to kill the drive. We're going to get it all back in one play. So AJ Green's going to bring it all the way to the 13-yard line. So 1, maybe 2 more solid plays, and we should be in for a touchdown. That might be a touchdown right there. They're going to move off of him, but he's still, never mind. I thought he was going to be short, but he's in. So that's going to be AJ Green's, I don't want to say first touchdown of the season, but it's one of his first. He has not seen a whole lot of action, but at least he's going to be in for the score here. And after that, it looks like we did go on to take down the 49ers. So we are now 9-1 on the season. And with a record like that, we are still the #1 team in the NFC. So hopefully we can finish off the season strong and win the division. And after that, it looks like we were able to win every single game for the rest of the season. So we're going to go 16-1 to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And to start off the postseason, it looks like we're going to be taking on the LA Rams. I mean, that should be an interesting game because the Rams are the only team that beat us this season. But it looks like with the super team, Russell Wilson did do pretty good. I mean, honestly, he could have done a lot better, but he did have 3,600 yards for 28 touchdowns, and he only had 6 interceptions. Once again, though, I mean, it looks like this Rams team is staying in it. We're up 10-3, so if we can score a touchdown, that is going to make it a 2-score lead. But either way, we're only in the 3rd quarter, so the Rams will still have plenty of time to come back if we can do that. I mean, this defense has pretty much had our number all game long, and that is going to bring up a 4th down, but since we only need 1 yard, I feel like we should be good to just QB sneak it, and it looks like that's going to work out. So that is going to keep us on the field. If that went wrong, that really could have messed our game up, but thankfully it didn't. And now we're going to have a huge play with Julio that actually might go all the way for a touchdown. We're going to be close. I mean, we've got it all the way down to the 6-yard line now, so we are set to at least kick a field goal. I'm just going to keep it on the ground though, and it looks like Bell's going to get caught pretty quickly. I mean, I feel like this one route right here has been working pretty well all game, so I'm going to try and go back to it. And it looks like, oh, hold on. We might be screwed. I can't get the ball away. That was a terrible decision to just keep going back there. I thought I was going to be able to escape, but obviously that didn't happen. So now we need to get 20 yards for the touchdown. And we're still gonna have it. So all of that didn't matter. I thought that sack was gonna hold us to a field goal, but Jones is gonna be open, so that will make it a 2-score lead. And after that, we did not slow down. I mean, we actually turned this into a blowout in the 4th quarter. So we'll take it 31-3, which will send us to the NFC Championship game. And in the NFC Championship game, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And it looks like we are winning 14-7 in the 3rd quarter right now. So once again, we have a chance to make it a 2-score lead. I'm gonna try and go for Gronk. Never mind, I can't ignore that. There's nobody on AB. I'll try and hit Gronk this time though, because I know we've had a few solid pickups with the guy, but honestly, he has not done as much as I intended to do with him this season. I mean, when you got this many superstars on the offense, you kind of forget about wanting to spread the ball around. But I'm gonna try and go back to Gronk, but we're gonna get sacked. I mean, that could potentially be a drive killer. That's gonna make it 2nd and 16. So hopefully we can do something here, but we're going backwards again. I mean, just like that, we have 1 shot to try and keep this drive alive, and it is not looking like it's going to be a good shot. I don't know what happened, but our O-line is just letting players walk by right now, and that is definitely getting batted away. We almost caught it off the deflection though. But either way, I mean, obviously we had to get rid of the ball after that, but thankfully our defense was able to force a fumble, and our field position is actually better than it would have been before. So either way, things kind of worked out for us, and we're already almost in field goal position, which would make it a 2-score lead. That's going to be a 1st down from Gronk. I'm going to try and run this route right here though, and if Antonio Brown can get open, this should put us in the red zone. I mean, we're only 5 yards away from being in the end or the red zone. Either way, no way we get sacked again. I was not prepared for that at all. I thought our O-line was going to give us a lot more time to work with, but that's going to be the biggest loss so far. I mean, we lost 15 yards there. Okay, we got it. We almost got it all back at once. I mean, that was a 24-yard pickup. So we are 1 yard away from the first down now. Please bring that in, man. AB dropped it. I mean, I gotta go for it, man. I feel like after all of that clawing back, we need to pick up the first down. And this time, Brown's gonna have it. I mean, that could have been really bad. Even if we kicked a field goal there, that would have given us a 2-score lead. But I want to put as many points on the board as I can. And we're gonna score the touchdown. So it's gonna pay off either way. And that will make it a 14-point lead. And it looks like we were not done after that. We scored another touchdown. So we're gonna take it 28-7, which will send the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is gonna be going to Alex Smith. And in the Super Bowl, the Seahawks are going to be taking on the Raiders. And it looks like we do have the lead right now. I mean, we've only put 6 points on the board, but the Raiders have not been able to score yet. So hopefully we can hold them out because there's only 2 minutes before the half. So if we can get a stop here, we're probably going to go... Oh, hold on. I think I just left a dude. Never mind. I thought I had a guy wide open there, but we're going to get the interception. And that's going to put us in scoring position. I mean, we've only got 1 minute and 37 seconds to work with, but that should be plenty of time. So if we can score here... Oh, no way. We're going to get sacked again. We have been getting sacked in the playoffs a lot, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but the O-line really hasn't been holding up in the postseason, and we got stopped again after that. So it's 3rd down. I think that's out of reach, man. That is not a touchdown. We're out of bounds. And obviously we had to punt the ball away after that. So the Raiders do still have a chance to put points on the board before the half. They only got 43 seconds on the clock though. So it's going to be pretty difficult from here, especially with the field position they have. And after that sack, it's 3rd and 22 now. I actually called a timeout after that because we should have a chance to get the ball back now if we can get a stop here, and it looks like we're going to have them. Unfortunately, we were not able to put any points on the board before the half though, but we're back out here in the 3rd quarter, and our field position is great right now. So as long as I don't throw an interception, we should at least be kicking a field goal. I mean, the O-line's been pretty bad for us in this game. The Raiders defense is looking pretty stacked though, so that is definitely playing a factor, but I feel like the run game has been working a lot better than the passing game. I'm gonna try to run the ball a bit here. If we get stopped one more time, it's gonna bring up a 3rd down, and it looks like we are gonna get caught. So I guess I'll put it in the air and hopefully we can get AB open. But worst case scenario, I will take the field goal because that will still make it a 2-score lead, but it looks like we're gonna get AB open. So Brown is going to make this a 2-score lead, and I'm going for the 2-point conversion too, because if we can get this to work, we're going to be up by 14 points instead of 13 points. Oh, bro, I don't think we really have anyone unless Brown can bring that in, but that was a brick. So we're only going to be up by 12, but it looks like 12 points was enough to win this game. So we're going to take it 12-7, which is pretty low scoring. I mean, I was expecting a lot more to happen, but I guess the defenses were going off today. I mean, our defense was pretty amazing all season. They were by far the best defense in the NFL. I'd say they played a bigger part this season than the offense did, but obviously, as you can see, to end off the video, Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.